Welcome to JSS Matriculation School Talavadi social class. Today I go to explain you history lesson number 2, Emergency of New Kingdoms in North India. In the past class I explained origin of the Rajputs and contribution of Rajputs to art and architecture. Today I go to explain you advent of Islam. Islam as a religious faith originated at Mecca in Arabia. The founder of Islam was Prophet Muhammad. The followers of Islam are called Muslim. An Islamic state, especially the one ruled by a single religious and political leader, was known as Caliphate. Caliph means a representative of the Prophet Muhammad. Two early caliphates were Umayyads and Abbasids. Both the Umayyads and the Abbasids expanded their rule separately by their conquest and by preaching the principles of Islam. In the 8th century India, the Arab presence appeared in the form of the Muslim army that conquered the Sindh. But their further expansion was made impossible by the king of Gangetic Plains and the Deccan. By the end of the 19th century, with the decline of the Abbasid Caliphate, the Arab garrisons in India and eastward threw off Caliph's control and began to rule independently. The Turkish governor Alf Tegin was one among them whose capital was Ghazni. It means Afghanistan. His successor and son-in-law Sabaktigin wanted to conquer India from the northwest, but only his son Muhammad succeeded in his endeavor. Arab conquest of Sindh and its impacts. In AD 712, Muhammad bin Qasim, who was the commander of the Umayyad kingdom, invaded Sindh. Qasim defeated Dahir, the ruler of Sindh, and killed him in the battle. The capital of Sindh, Aror, was captured. Qasim extended his conquest further into Multan. He organized an administration of Sindh. The people of Sindh were given to the status of protected subjects. There was no interference in the lives and religions of the people. But soon, Qasim was recalled by the Caliph. The Arab scholars visited Sindh and studied many Indian literature works. They translated many Sanskrit books on astronomy, philosophy, mathematics, and medicine into Arabic. They learned the numerals 0 to 9 from India. Until then, the people in the West did not know the use of 0. Through the Arabs, Europe gained more knowledge in mathematics. The importance of 0 was learned by them from India. It is believed that the people in the West and the Arabs learned the game of chess only from the Indians. The next heading of Muhammad of Ghazni. Muhammad is said to have conducted 17 raids into India. At the time, North India was divided into number of small kingdoms. One of them was the Shahi kingdom, which extended from Punjab to Kabul. The other important kingdoms were Kanuj, Gujarat, Kashmir, Nepal, Malwa, and Buddhelkhand. The initial raids were against the Shahi kingdom, in which its king Jaipala was defeated in 1001. After his defeat, Jaipala immolated himself because he thought that this defeat was a disgrace. His successor Anandapala fought against Muhammad but was defeated in the Battle of Wahind near Peshwa in 1008. As a result of his victory at Wahind, Muhammad extended his rule over Punjab. The subsequent raids of Muhammad into India were aimed to plundering the rich temples and cities of North India. In 1011, he raided Nagarkot in Punjab hills and Taneshwar near Delhi. In 1018, Muhammad plundered the holy city of Mathura. He also attacked Kanuj. The ruler of Kanuj, Rajyapala, abandoned Kanuj and later died. Muhammad returned his enormous riches. His next important raid took place in Gujarat. In 1024 AD, Muhammad marched from Multan across Rajapatna and defeated the Solanki king Bhimadeva I and plundered Ani Hilwat. The next point is Muhammad is said to have sacked the famous temple of Somanath, breaking the idol. Then he turned through the Sindh desert. That was his last campaign in India. Muhammad died in 1030 AD. The Ghaznavid Empire roughly included Persia, Transoxiana, Afghanistan, and Punjab. Next, we go to learn about Muhammad of Ghor. Muhammad of Ghor, or Muhammad Gori, we call that, started as a vassal of Ghazni but became independent after the death of Muhammad. Taking advantage of the decline of the Ghaznavid Empire, Muhammad Gori brought Ghazni under his control. Having made his position strong and secure at Ghazni, Muhammad turned his attention to India. Unlike Muhammad of Ghazni, he wanted to extend his empire by conquering India. In 1175, Muhammad captured Multan and occupied whole of it in his subsequent expeditions. In 1186, he attacked Punjab and captured it. Next, we are going to learn about the Battle of Tarai. It will be fought in 1191 to 92. Realizing the grave situation in the world, they were caught. The Hindu princes of North India formed a confederacy under the command of Prithviraj Chauhan. Prithviraj Raso to the occasion and defeated Muhammad in the Battle of Tarai near the Delhi in 1191. This was called the First Battle of Tarai. To avenge this defeat, Muhammad made serious preparation and gathered a huge army. He arrived with his large force in Lahore via Peshawar and Multan. He sent a message to Prithviraj asking him to acknowledge his supremacy and become a Muslim. But Prithviraj rejected the proposal and prepared his army to resist the invader. Many Hindu kings and chieftains also joined him. In the ensuing, the second battle of Tarai in 1192, Muhammad truly routed the army of Prithviraj, who was captured and killed. The second battle of Tarai was a major disaster for the Rajputs. Their political prestige suffered a serious setback. A whole Chauhan kingdom now lay at the feet of the invader. The first Muslim kingdom was thus firmly established in India at Ajmer, and a new era in the history of India began. After his victory over Prithviraj and Tarain, Muhammad returned to Ghazni and deal with the threat from the Turks and the Mongols. After the death of Muhammad in 1206, his most capable general, Qutbuddin Aibak, who had been left behind in India, took control of Muhammad territories in India and declared himself as the first Sultan of Delhi. Thank you for watching my classes.